everyone. Today we're going to do some work on Harold. We're going to fit a new USB phone holder there. We've also got an accessory box to fit underneath the seat somewhere. And we've got a battery tender to go on the side here. Side panel's already off because we swapped the battery over already. I went to go out another day and start her and she wouldn't start, so we swapped the battery out for that which we've had. Once we've done that, we'll start some work on Charlie, put a battery tender on Charlie, then same for my partner's bike and some heated grips on my partner's bike hopefully. Excuse me if I sound a bit off today. I've got a bit of flu at the moment, full of cold. But we'll crack on, get going, and get this sorted. Okay, so our plan is to fit one of these, which is a fuse box for accessories. So I can put heated grips, which are already on here and wired into the ignition live anyway. USB charger, and other bits and pieces like lights, etc, which will probably fit at a later date. Original plan was to put it in here and then just cut this lip out, fit on there, but now I'm thinking about it, you've got this little space underneath the passenger seat and that fits in there quite nicely as well. So what I was thinking is this can fit in here like that. I don't have to modify anything then on the bike. What I will need to do, however, is just cut these corners off on this, the Dremel, just so it fits around there and keeps it dry and waterproofed. Because then that see, that's jammed in there like that with the lid on. That fits on there. And it's in there nicely. And it comes off. I think that's what we're going to do. So just literally need to cut off maybe just sand off around there a little bit with the Dremels. Around this way. It fits in there absolutely perfect. Also, I technically don't need to put the cover on there, but also this protects it from a bit of rain, etc. Getting too wet. Although to be fair, I think with the seat on it anyway, it won't get wet. And I can just use hot glue or even 3M sticky tape on the back of this. So that's what we'll do for that. We'll slide under there. And then we should all be good to go. Okay, as you can see, it all sits in there nicely. Now to wire it all up, this is a rear light feed. We're going to take feed from that. We are going to put negative onto the frame there. Blue is going to go to the positive there. Yellow is battery, I believe. then white is ignition. Right, I don't think you can see that. I'll say black's ground, yellow's voltage, white's trigger, and blue's output. So blue's got to go to the fuse box, yellow goes to the battery, black goes to the frame, white goes to the switch. So blue to the fuse box, yellow to the battery, black to the frame, etc, etc.
Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just cutting the insulation for the rear light. It's going to take all of the insulation off because we can rewrap that afterwards with some tape. Sorry about the audio, I'm overdubbing here because I forgot to reconnect the microphone, so we've got no audio from here on end. Now we're cutting the yellow wire with the brown line or grey line on there. There we go, let's give that a snip. And what we're going to do is stick a double bullet connector in there. So we're going to strip off some wire. Then we'll tin it. And then put a bit of solder on there. And then what we'll do is we put these gold bullet connectors on there. There we go. Now these bullet connectors are what you tend to see on your bikes for your indicators, to plug the two earths from each indicator into one earth. They're just basically a rubber boot and then a gold double spade, and then you have your bullet connectors that push into that. So what we'll do, we'll get that soldered on. So we'll just put some solder flux on there and then tin it up and get that on for you now.
Okay, quick update. Now, we worked out the issue with this. This was actually giving me 12 volts for all of these, even when there was no fuses in there. Turns out the little LED board was bridging. So even without any fuses in, it was working. Put the fuse in, it was getting 13 volts. So I've cut the LED board out and the wires off. Works absolutely perfect. It did send me a free replacement. However, the free replacement had the exact same issue. So I've just contacted them again to see if they want me to send any of them back for a refund. I will get a replacement one from somewhere else in the future, but this will work for now. Also, the relay side of things, all the wires are wired up completely incorrectly to the wiring diagram. So I spent half an hour upstairs in the office with a multimeter and testing it, and got it all wired, worked out correctly, and I've soldered the wires back to where they should be, because I couldn't get the actual contacts out to swap them over. So they've all been resoldered, so they're all in the right place now. So now we can actually get to do what we're meant to be doing. Okay. Slidey this back down. What I'm going to do during the week, I'm going to order some battery terminal grease to make the battery terminals less likely to corrode. That one back on there, like so. And like so. Right, modify the boot. There we go. Keeps that covered. I think that will just stay there. So I can just take the solder off and connect it up. There we go. That's the negative done. That's already there. Stay there. That's in there like so. So we need to put this on the earth. I have got a new washer and a nut. For us to give it a go. There we go. Right, so if I turn the ignition on now, yep, that is now clicking on and off. So what I'm going to do now is clean up all in here. Just unplug that temporarily. Get some isopropyl alcohol. Give it a clean off in there. Mount it that way, just sheer fact that positive won't touch that and we don't have to put the lid on. That'll be fine there. Boom, boom. Let's put this on. Washer. Washer. Spring washer. Nuts. Right, got some tape. Let's tape up what we can. what I'll also do once I get some dielectric grease, I'll put some of that on the terminal connections as well. So take 2. There. So that is all in there. Nice and snug, neat and tidy. It's pretty much level with all of the bits and pieces. So what we can do now is wire in the USB charging cable that I need to plug in and go from there. So I'll go get the wire for that, and yeah, we'll get that in next. Right, what I've done, I've actually cut the bottom section of that off, so that actually fits on there like so. So we've got some protection on there from rain and when I wash the bike, and it clears that fine. So we just need to put a bit of grease on all the earths, stop from corrosion, and then yeah, we're good to go. So this is the phone charger, and it comes with this and the clamp. What I've decided to do is mount it just there, and with a bit of tape around it, it actually fits there, nice and easy. Put it on there like that. There. It works quite nice. There we go. Fits there quite nicely. Okay, so squeeze the 2 bits at the side there, it says. That should come off. Right, a little bit of fuel come out. Let's just put that over the side there. And there is another plug there, which I believe you squeeze the side off with 2 fingers, or nope, at the back there. It's just the fuel pump one. There we go. It's the fuel pump disconnected. And I think now we can take the bolts off the top there and take the tank off. Right, take these 10 more bolts off. Put them on the top box to keep out of the way. It should apparently just slide up and lift off. And we've got another clip on this side. Okay, that's the fuel sender. And a couple of breather hoses on this. 1, 2. and the tank comes off under the frame that side, through up there, up underneath there, so we've got some of this stuff which allows you to make nice looking wiring harness. Just trying to work out which is the size I need. I think this size for 2 is good. Like so. We just measure out what we need lengthwise, and then cut her off a little bit before. So I've got cable ties around it all, snipping them off now. All nice and tidy around here. Okay, so there we go. Fuse box, relay, wires in there, get underneath there, through there nicely. Battery tender wires in place. See, the wiring is in the sheathing, which makes it look nice and it protects it. All the way up there, through there, to the phone charger. Position in, turn it on, everything turns on, light starts. Right, there is an on switch on the thingy, so we'll turn that on. Right at the back here, there is an on switch. Just there. So we press that, and there we go. She's charging. Can't see very well, but it's definitely charging. We've successfully installed a USB charger. And we can just move this around like that as well. So I'm happy with that. There we go, all there. Now we just need to button it all up and put the side panel back on.